when you beat the final boss in the story mode for Splatoon 3, one of the changes it does bring to the game is that little Judd is suddenly wearing a headset. Nintendo never explained why he is suddenly wearing a headset after beating the story mode. This has caused the community to come up with their own theories. I am no different. So in this video, I will be sharing what I think will eventually happen with Lil Judd, because we don't get to see him in the hub area. He is nowhere to be seen in Splatsville. Yes, we do get to play him in the table turf battle game mode, so he is knocking about somewhere, we don't know where, and we'll talk about his involvement with table turf battle in a few seconds time. But yeah, this is my theory. So because he is nowhere to be seen in the hub area, I feel like in the DLC, I feel like you will join Pearl and Marina. You will go to the deep sea metro once again. That is like a bunch of stairs going down to the underground, and I feel like that is where we will get to the DLC. By the way, I know it is a little bit early to talk about the DLC because the DLC could be more than a year away, but I feel like with Lil Judd wearing the headset after beating the story mode, I really do feel like Nintendo are setting up what they will eventually do in the DLC. So yeah, I feel like we will join Pearl and Marina. Their mission is to search for Lil Judd. In that story, we will eventually piece together the puzzle. We will learn that Lil Judd is working with Mr. Grizz. He is working for Grizzco. In the credits for the story mode, we do get to see Mr. Grizz actually floating around Earth, so he isn't dead. There is a possibility for him to return in the DLC. I know some people are saying, well, we get to hear him in Salmon Run, so that is proof he is still alive, but we did get to learn that those are pre-recorded messages, so even if he was dead, we would still get to hear those messages in Salmon Run because they are pre-recorded. Maybe Lil Judd in the DLC is trying to get Mr. Grizz back down to Earth. So yeah, I really do feel like this might be setting up something. I feel like Lil Judd is working with Grizzco in table turf battle. He does use Grizzco cards, I do believe, and Grizzco sleeves. I don't actually know that for myself because I haven't unlocked Lil Judd yet for table turf battle, but I'm seeing online that is what does happen. So I feel like the signs are there for Lil Judd to be working for Grizzco. Why would he suddenly gain the headset after beating the story mode, which is heavily focused on the Grizzco industry? So I feel like Lil Judd is the new sort of boss for Grizzco, whilst Mr. Grizz is floating around Earth. I feel like the DLC will be a continuation of the story mode where Lil Judd wants the return of the Mammalians, so it could just be called Return of the Mammalians Part 2, and Lil Judd will try and make Mr. Grizz's plan successful. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Lil Judd and Judd himself was created by a scientist that were different to the scientists that we do learn about in Alterna. I could be wrong about that. Maybe we will learn more about Lil Judd's backstory, his motivation, stuff like that. But I really do feel like Lil Judd might be the next boss we do fight in the DLC. I really do feel that way, but maybe I could be wrong. Maybe Nintendo will explain another reason for why he is wearing a headset after beating the story mode. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know your theories. Yeah, I definitely am looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Maybe I am barking up the wrong tree, which is completely possible. Although I did predict that Mr. Grizz could be a boss way back before the Octo expansion did come out. Alright, we didn't get that with the Octo expansion DLC for Splatoon 2, but we did get that for the story mode for Splatoon 3, so maybe it could be right, there is a chance that I could be wrong, but it's just fun to speculate anyway. I just thought it was an interesting change that Lil Judd is suddenly wearing a headset. Who is he communicating with? I honestly believe he is communicating with Mr. Grizz. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I rambled on for way too long now, and yeah, we'll see you in another video soon.